Yo, what's up, party people, man? Just kicking it with y'all about football. Talk to my man Jay Montanez. I'm hoping to get Phil Bogle online. We could talk to him, go into the whole RNS, real nigga shit, Coach Rubeck, Mark Paisley, Mike Mayhew, some of the greats of Rockland County, man. You know, so many people have played, but everybody can't make the team. And it goes by position. And I want all of y'all to know that I put subs in there, I put kick returners in there, I got special teams in there, and I even got an honorable mention that I'm about to throw out freestyle, man. Some of my favorite players from Rockland, I'm putting this in the video. Shout out to Derek Ash. He had a memorable year. That year was, what year was that? The year Jeff Nichols left. He had a memorable year. He ran for about 7-something. Last two games, you know, he ended up going backwards, man. Who else are we missing here? We got the Beeman brothers. They was running the rock over there. But of course, Eddie Evans kind of overshadowed all of that. These are all honorable mention people. Joaquin, you know, shout out to XL. He belongs on there. He was a heavy hitter on defense. But we only can get whoever. We only can get certain people on there. And certain people did a lot of stuff in this town. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the RNS days where we playing football, having great fun, traveling, people showing us love, caring about the football team, the crummy school business, and how after you finish with school, they don't care about you. You know, just how athletes and how, you know, white society use you and abuse you. And then once you finish with football, you know, you just being a nigga again. And, you know, we just back to being a nigga, man. I remember when I stopped playing football, I had you know what I mean? I knew I was going to miss it, man. I knew I was going to miss it because I didn't care about it no more. So many of my coaches, man, you know, like you know, I laugh with them. He's a great coach. He was good at putting a team together. But, you know, my head coach, I never liked the Rubeck, man. Coach Rubeck, shout out to Rubeck. He really made my life living hell. And I was one of the leaders on that team. He tried to rob me of everything I ever did for Spring Valley High School, man. Every accomplishment he tried to take from me. But I love the people I played with. Billy Prince, Jay Montanez. We grew up together. Philip Bogle. I used to run full steam ahead at Phil Bogle and try to run his ass over. You know what I'm saying? I never can do it, man, but I always try, man. Just ask him. I always try, man. Rashad Wilson, man. We was tag teams, man. We wasn't even friends, man. We was tag team for so long. So long, man. You know what I'm saying? From junior high, him playing tail, me playing full, to high school, to me playing tail, and him playing tail, to me running full, him playing tail, for us playing on the same basketball team, winning championships in Kakiak Junior High. This stuff is legendary. This is legacy. This is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm putting this video together. Because I want to show people, man, we watch other people, man. Be proud of your town. Be proud of what you accomplished. Be proud of what you did. Hold on. Rocky, shut the fuck up. Susie. Yeah, so we keeping it gangster. I'll be telling you these stories. Let me breaking stuff down.
10th and 11th grade years was my two best teams. My freshman and my senior year, man, good talent, but Eric didn't play the first 3 or 4 games, 4, maybe 5 games.
Yo, Mike.
Peace. Yo, I'm trying to tell him it wasn't nobody in the county from 91 to 95 but Ramapo, but us and y'all every year. That was it. We beat the shit out of everybody else. Nobody, they had talent, but they wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like, I never lost in the county. And every game we played with y'all was a close game. It could have went either way.
Yeah, it wasn't, yeah, we was dominant. Like, that, we was dominant.
That was it.
We ain't had nobody else. Like, if you look, you're doing a whole rock team, right, gang?
We doing the whole 90s team.
Just the 90s team.
Because 90s team is where we all went to jail, and these are the people that's missed off. Everybody else, they got their credit, they went to college, did what they do. Like, you know what I'm saying? We talking about, we gonna put them too, but we
So
gonna
I
add the missing part.
said,
The missing
nobody
parts.
else did shit. But y'all was our only competition, and vice versa. It was like, all right, we got to beat them. Whoever went out of that game, gonna go and do everything else.
Yeah, like, yeah, because all of the main positions is
Yeah, the main positions is good, but in order to make this shit look.
What positions you looking for? What positions
All
you
right, so I got Phil Bogle because he went to the NFL. We got Sullivan
Dennis O'Sullivan on my
at
team.
center.
Barry got to play.
Barry Battles at nose guard, right? Who else played good defense, good line, good cornerback, good safety,
Me.
good punt returning? Nigga, you already there though. You don't need to put your name twice.
At corner, I was there. Ask Mike. He'll tell you.
But you're already there.
Why I can't go? You got to put the best on the field.
You're on the field already. It's a
So
total,
what?
but this is the total team.
See this? You can't do that. If I'm the best, I got to go there.
This is why I can't
Mike.
finish this shit. Yo, give me,
Mike,
get
listen.
up on
Watch this. You ever faced a better cornerback
yeah,
than me?
yeah.
No.
Tell him.
Nah, I can't say I have.
Exactly. So why I can't go there?
But I also can't say that, you know, I can say that Tyrone Jordan was an ill cornerback, and so was Tyson Rogers.
Tyson Rogers, I told you.
All
he
right, so he
fucked
could
up a
go
lot.
at the other one. But
this is
Tyrone can't get it because he played 1 year. And
he
I
was
had
a
a
backup
matchup, I
quarterback.
shut him down.
He's responsible for a lot of failure.
Am I right?
I told you Tyson Rogers.
Tyrone can't go. He played 1 year. And the 1 year he played, I shut him down.
So,
That was that.
All right, so he got to go on the basketball list. We can't admit Tyrone Jordan. So it's basketball for Tyrone.
Yeah, all basketball. He played his 1 year senior year. It was great.
You ain't shut Tyrone completely down. You caught a pass on y'all.
All right.
Listen. Truth be told, I'm gonna tell you this, Marcus. We never had this conversation. That interception that you caught off me and using my foot slipped.
See this? Yo, this is the story I want to hear. He said his foot slipped.
Okay.
Mike Miles said his foot slipped. I believe him.
Okay.
Listen,
Okay. It slipped.
I don't want you sitting there with that saying that you shut it down. Listen.
I did.
You're a great player, but that grass was high over in North Rock.
The grass was high enough, Roger. Tell him, Mike.
That grass was high that year. Do you see that? Do you have that tape?
Nah, man. I don't.
I wish we did have the
I
tape.
could get
nigga.
it. I could get it.
Ryan Waters got it.
Now,
Yeah, that shit haunts me though, God.
in ninth grade.
He said it hurts him.
Yeah, I know. That's the difference between.
At least tell the truth. Close-up shot of Mike. You know what I'm saying? We talking quarterbacks. This is a quarterback on an all-90s team. One of the first prototypical quarterbacks that can throw, that was raised as a quarterback, played quarterback his whole life. The quarterback I looked up to, I played quarterback 1 year, because I didn't know that. I was an official quarterback. And I wore number 15 because of this man right here. And I fell really short, but you know what I'm saying? For that year, I was Michael Miles. It was a good thing as a kid growing up on the hill to be Michael Miles, man. You know, he wore number 7 when we was in Pop 1. Remember number 7?
You know what, though? Can I just say something, though, man?
Come in, come say it. That shit ain't on, man.
That's an honor.
You didn't go too
Yo, that's an honor to hear that because, you know,
Parrot.
get the video call. Can you hear me?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, that's an honor to hear that. Like it's a couple people who said something similar to me, and I never even knew nothing like that. So I appreciate,
The parrot?
somebody else said something like that to me before. That's humbling to hear that somebody looked up to me
Let me see
like
your
that
phone.
because I never knew.
Yeah, Mike, man, you look good. Coach Kev, man, you know you're my favorite guy in the world, man. I really
Come
feel.
on, man. I'm your favorite coach's favorite coach. You know that, right?
Yeah.
He's like my son, man. We was loving it.
I really
Couldn't
feel
beat
like
that. It's different. It's different than when we were there. I think when I had y'all wanted to win. Y'all wanted to compete. You guys run through a wall. Today's kids, that's different, man. You know,
it really is that much of an age difference like that? I
you
see it on the
know,
internet, but I hear about I go through it with my kids, but I'm like, damn, you guys are different. But is it really like that as far as coaching too?
well, here's the funny thing. I coached you guys 23 years ago. So over that 23-year span, everything's changed. It's like these kids, technology changed, everything changed. So these kids, rely on their phones. They're not into watching football like you guys did. Like we come in on Monday, we talk about what we saw in the game on Sunday. A lot of these kids won't even turn on TV to watch football. So like the football IQ isn't what it used to be.
Yeah.
When you when you teach a kid how to play football, a lot of times you expect them to know certain things, just jump out there and do it. And you gotta, really walk them through it. They're great kids. I do have some kids who really understand the game. Then I got others who just got like natural talent, but never really learned the game. So you got to work with it. So it's a process, definitely a process.
And I think about football like when I was younger. Like when I was younger, and even in like Pop Warner days, I went to like high school games. Like the high school, the junior high, they were like stars to me, and I
Yeah.
followed the ones ahead of me. Now I don't know if it's like that. I don't know if people watch other local celebrities. Like what I'm saying, I watched the Jeff Nichols, Mike Miles.
Right.
You coached the Spring Valley before you coached me. Like these are things we talked about this before the season. Like, yo, Kev is over here doing this. You know what kind of offense he's gonna have. They got Jeff over there. And now I don't know if it's a community deal. Only in Rockland. Like there's certain parts that's still like that. I just feel like Rockland, like you're going up the hill in Rockland. I feel like
Without a doubt, especially when you're in East Rampo, Spring Valley Rampo, because you're against all the odds.
yeah,
We got budgets that don't pass.
exactly.
It's hard to fundraise. We don't have the money. Back when you guys were playing, if we needed something, we told the athletic director, Betsy Evans, we need something. She was getting it. Now you ask the athletic director, they're like, yo, we ain't got no money in the budget for that. You have to figure out a way to get that. So it's not easy. And you hit a big thing too, like with Rockland. When you talk Rockland football, the average person's don't think North Rockland, Nyack. And those are teams that won state championships. So you got to give them props. North Rockland Nyack won state championships. You can't take that from them. We were nice in 97. We got close. And everybody remembers that team. But realistically, they'll tell you, well, you guys can't be considered the greatest if you didn't win it.
You're right. We still got our year. I don't care. I'm still bragging about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care. You're right.
Listen,
You're 100% right.
But when it comes down to the end, it's the best football team Spring Valley ever had.
Mm-hmm.
It was 10-1. Nobody's ever come close to that. Rampo never won a section championship. The following year, they lost in the section championship. But in our district, we got to kind of hang our hats on what we did. North Rockland, Nyack, they got flags hanging. They got banners. So it says state champion. You can't take that from them.
That's
And
right. There's only
and
one right now. But it all grew as the idea is growing.
Tyson's pops was ill.
Tyson's pops.
John Boykin, man.
Listen,
JB was my man. Yo,
Maurice James, but he never panned out.
He was a good quarterback.
But he never
was young.
He was Pop Warner quarterback.
Yeah.
But he never panned out because he wanted to play cornerback and stuff. Remember Rogers? They all family, bro. But Tyson was the star of that family, so we got to put one. We gonna
He's
put Tyson.
oldest.
Yeah, but none of them was better than him. Maurice could have been better quarterback. Tyson never was a good
He
quarterback.
couldn't play quarterback. Who was he gonna play with, Mike?
They did play. Remember they went 0-8. Remember Cat?
Why he didn't play? Oh,
Rogers was the quarterback.
Litz almost killed Cat. Oh my God, he was.
Rogers threw the interception to Litz. Right there, yeah, right to the corner. Word, like, oh my God, it was at the goal line, I think. You know what I'm saying?
90 yards. This nigga Litz went 90. I was mad because I was like, damn, man, you took that. If he didn't catch it, I was.
Yeah.
He just. Litz came out of
what
nowhere, jumped in front of me. I was like, fuck it.
Guard.
See you, 90.
And you right behind. You got to be happy.
I'm like, yeah, I ain't give a fuck about that shit, man. Unless I got to do, and we win, I'm happy.
I was telling Cat, I called the winning play to win the game, and the nigga made a tackle in front of me.
Cat left over here because he knew he couldn't play over here.
Cat was pretty good that year for being bums. He was the only player, and he was running for he didn't break hundreds, but he was like 80, 90.
And
he was running high like a motherfucker.
I thought Litz was going to kill him.
He runs
It was
so
to the
high.
point I was like, yo, Cat, you got to stop, man. You're going to get hurt.
You said that in the game? I would have never said that. You niggas are friends?
Yo, Cat's my man. I'm trying to help him. Like, yo, stop. Let's go kill you. He was fucking Cat up. All you heard was, clap. I was like,
Mark.
Things come up. Who's Marquise? Like, I don't even know who he is.
We went to Cincinnati with Patrick John, but they always going to Cincinnati back then. That's where John
It was UTEP.
UTEP. They all went there, but if you had
They
any
got ties with that school.
Yeah, they
Them
all
in
went
New
there.
Haven.
Yeah, they all
That's
went
their
there.
That's their floodgate.
Right, they all went there. So that's
Ramapo had Grambling.
Right.
That was their floodgate.
They all went there, like Marquise, George Porche. What's the other shit? The one that Arkell graduated from. It's a D3 school.
Yeah.
but he made it. But
I don't even remember him being shit in school. But
he wasn't. He was just crazy. He took
Roger
the
was
pass.
horrible. He wasn't horrible. He wasn't shit at Spring Valley.
He took the pass and
Roger
ran
went
the
to New
wrong way.
Haven and went ape shit.
Don't want to miss nobody that should be on there. And if you play two positions, then just like they did me, you going on the other side. You know what I'm saying? If you was nice at fullback and there was somebody better, you go at linebacker. That's just how it works. So we got Patrick John at fullback. What about Matt Powers, Mike? Mark says no. You know what I'm saying? But Matt Powers,
I have to go with Mark on that one.
Matt Powers is pretty. He was Spring Valley football.
Yeah,
But-
Matt Powers was tough. If Matt was somewhere else, they'd be hailing him. What he got was he came from Spring Valley.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he was the only white boy from Spring Valley that ran the ball.
Right. Matt Powers was tough, but we talk about the all '90s team. Like you talk about, him coming from a place where everybody was pretty much good. So you can't just be, okay. You can't just be. I mean, you tough. There's a kid that was on my team named Guy Cohen. He was super tough.
The same person.
You know what I'm saying?
They the same person.
Nah, Matt Powers and Guy Cohen was different people.
They
But-
white boys that hung in the black community.
That's right, right. So they were super tough, but they not honorable mention. They didn't get an honorable mention, but they
Honorable
made
mention.
a lot.
I'm gonna make a favorite category. Like I put Smooth. Like Smooth had that one year, man. Remember Smooth was at defense end. Did you think Smooth was good? Huh?
Smooth was a monster at defense.
Yeah, he was, man.
You know what it is though? Like Marcus, we all grew up playing with older kids, and you know what I'm saying. So when we played football, we was just gritty with it. It was a different type of football, man. So like Smooth was one of them dudes that was just with us. If Smooth would have been somewhere else, he might have been a running back or something like that. It just he grew up in a place where everybody was capable of doing something. Like you get individuals that go someplace else and then they end up being stars someplace else and they couldn't hold it. They couldn't hold what we was doing over there.
Yeah, so
That's
we
just how it was. Like we just came from a pool of talent. All of our stars went over there and started in North Rockland. Liz and Marcus. They from Spring Valley, bro.
say it because he don't like to say it.
Eve Sinat.
He said Eve Sinat, but we that's 89, I think, right? 89 is Eve Sinat. So he said Eve Sinat. So yeah, Spring Valley's a deep
Yeah,
football
but now you
team.
got to look at it like this too. Growing up in Rockland County, it ain't all three hoods combined to make one really.
All right.
Because we all from Spring Valley, Nyack, and Haverstraw. All of us. We all got roots in each one of them towns, some way, somehow, and we all coincide with each other. Back then.
All right.
I'm just gonna tell you this though, King. Like I'm glad you got it together to make your own list. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what needs to be done. We need to take the power out of their hands. The dude that made the list, the other list, the dude Steve Bannon or whatever, man. Like I feel like this. Like you don't even play football, dude. Who gives you the right to judge my accomplishments and me playing football? And then I'm arguing with you about a list that you don't play no football. You shouldn't even be making that list. Give me that list.
That shit don't count
Nobody.
at all. At all.
And
At
that's what
all.
I'm saying right now. So
That's a fact. He had perfect timing with it because we was all sitting down.
Yo, Mike,
You know what I'm saying?
Mike, you know what I told him? I said, ain't no list if I'm not on that list.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I can't even deny. Both of y'all. I said both of y'all deserve to be on the list.
Ain't no list.
I already got pretty much the list, but it's the '90s team from Spring Valley that I'm missing who the key players was beside the stars. Cause even like Marquise, George Porche definitely, but Marquise had a pretty good run at cornerback over there.
Marquise, listen, and that's the thing. Like let's not take it for granted that we was only really like for the most part honed in on our errors because I don't know what happened after I left.
Right.
I don't know what was going on. Like I had a brief, like Rashi and them, they beat North Rockland because that was the thing.
Yeah, it was the thing.
Rockland, you won the chip. If you beat North Rockland, and you lost the rest of your games. You won a chip.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So when they told me that y'all went undefeated, I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? So, North Rockland doing what they did, and like back to my point, like going away after '93 and leaving, like I didn't really know, like they told, like listen, little Marvin Mark, right?
Mm.
Not Marvin Mark. What's his name? He was after us. He was in the '90s, right?
Marvin Mark, who's that?
Not Marvin Mark. Emmanuel Mark.
Emmanuel Mark. That's the name I keep getting. But even him, I told Kev, I'm like, he's a 2000. He's 2000. So that's why I'm not putting him in. But he's honorable mention because he played.
My point was that I ain't know nothing about the kid.
Me neither.
He was telling me how ill he was. He was my water boy. So that's just trying to say that a lot of the people that's on the list is like I don't really.
Them niggas ain't win shit and had one good year.
No, they didn't win nothing.
They didn't win shit and had
That's
one
why
good
they didn't
year.
really win. They was like, Emmanuel Mark's team, I don't think they won any games.
You got to realize what I always tell these niggas. I was the best player on the best team.
Right. That's a fact.
See that?
So we got Mark. These guys are purely talented. So when we look at running back talent, like I said, the running backs, the backfield, the quarterbacks, the wide receiver position. So Tyson, what do we put Tyson Rogers in? Shout out to Tyson Rogers. They got a bunch of Rogers families, and they always the same. But Tyson, that's the only Rogers we putting in. Shout out to Mo, Meg. You guys are some of my favorites. I grew up with you guys. But I'm even doubting myself at this point. So I might not go on the list. So we cool.
It's something to be said about the fact that the team won something, man. Like you can't take away from I can't knock Nikki Becker. You know what I'm saying? Not Nikki Becker, but Becker, Jeff Becker. And people saying that because listen, the
never
dudes won
lost,
chips. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then when you ask him what the criteria is of you saying that somebody is the that best quarterback, from that era, like you can't just win one chip. So like I'm a quarterback, I'm a black quarterback, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, the criteria gotta be set. So certain
You set the criteria in Spring Valley Rockin' Cat as a black quarterback. After you, they was looking for tall quarterbacks, niggas that was prototypical NFL quarterback. That's a fact. John Thompson is a basketball player. They made him a quarterback right after you.
But watch this.
He didn't do nothing though.
But watch this though. Take Mike and switch it.
It wouldn't work.
Put Mike on North Rockland
It's gonna blow.
and put Jeff over there in Ramapo.
If
It's
Mike
not
was on
gonna
North
be the
Rockland,
same.
shit, man.
See what I'm saying?
Life would be
See that?
different.
See that?
We
See.
probably be at the game right now.
So
and that's a fact.
so talent wise, of course he's the talent. Of course.
we gotta put talent in it. We gonna put talent. That's
But
why I
you
said
can't
1 and 2.
take away from that boy's record either.
That's why he's in. We ain't gonna deny what's already there.
So Marcus, I'm not gonna blow my own horn because I love what you just said, but when I got to Ramapo with all them talented players, Ramapo was
Who was the quarterback before you?
I think
Steve Harris.
All right.
Steve Harris is somebody.
What about Jamal Johnson? That was all of them.
Yeah, but they didn't have they wasn't winning nothing. So
At all.
Here we go. So check it out, Marcus. Here we go. I get to Ramapo 10th grade. They didn't have 9th grade in high school. I get to Ramapo.
Mike,
we go 6 and 4.
Mike, you gonna say what I told him already?
You just
Then we go 7 and 2.
I said nobody won shit but us. It was Ramapo,
He
North
did say that.
Rockland for the whole. I said that.
Nah, he did, but yo, King, my point for this is like you take a step back there and you put him at Ramapo. What he doing at Ramapo? Like you just said, we went 6 and 4, 7 and 2, 8 and 1, and then back to 0 and whatever when I left.
Yep, 0 and 8 when you left.
I never. Listen. I already said it.
He didn't say nothing against that because I tried to just catch him on a year just in case I missed those. Sometimes you got players that I
Listen,
might have
Jeff
missed.
Becker is one of the smartest players, if not the smartest. Like he was and a great person and everything. He fit the bill. Get what I'm saying? But like I said, for 4 years the game plan was stop number 4. Marcus Larkins running the football. It was never stop Jeff Becker in the passing arsenal, not one time ever.
I just when you talk about great players,
But he can't go down because now when you look at his record,
He won.
Jesus.
He won. If you play that many years and you winning, you get those wins too.
But check this out. North Rockland was winning anyway. So you could have plugged anybody in that position to do what was being done. North Rockland wasn't losing before Jeff got there.
He ain't disagreeing.
That's a plug and play system. He could have put any dude to hand the ball up until the senior year, which I didn't get to see. You know, and then that's why I asked Marcus, was he doing what he was doing this
He
season?
had to. Everybody, it was just me, him, and one other person. He had to.
The senior year, Marcus
They
trying
made
to
me
say
play middle linebacker
that
my
was their
senior
worst
year, Mike.
And they still
Mike,
won.
Mike, I played
But he
middle
said that was his worst
linebacker
year.
my senior year.
Yo, think about the system that you had in North Rockland.
I played middle linebacker my senior year.
So he's like, yo,
That right there lets you know we was hurt.
They had him at fullback sometime after
Most
the
of the
second
time.
half, and shit was bugged out over. I never forget that. I
But
remember
I
that.
had to do that. I had to
I
do
was
that in
instead,
order
you
for
know what I'm
us to
saying?
win.
I was standing. I was next up. I was looking.
We shouldn't have even went and did none of that. We
So
did.
he said he wasn't confident about that team, and that was an awkward team,
You gotta
but they
realize
still
where I
made.
came from to go look at this shit.
That's my point, beloved. That North Rockland had a system over there that was an old system.
Yes,
That
it
system
was.
stayed in place forever
Yep.
until Gassarelli left.
Yep.
And now look at North Rockland.
Horrible.
They're bigger bums over there.
Horrible.
That's a fact.
They're
Horrible.
a bag of bums over there. They had a system they had a culture over there that Ramapo had, and now you got Spring Valley that's starting to develop some type of culture over there. So the kids that's coming in is looking at it like, all right, we got something to build off of. Besides the fact that all these schools are going, a lot of our major players are going to, these parochial schools.
Yeah,
Like,
Jersey.
He's starting to build some type of system. But
Yeah, I talked to him about that.
Yeah,
I-
Mike, but we played Pop Warner, man.
yeah, true indeed.
That's
They
where
don't
it
really
all
have a
starts
good
at.
pop water coach up here like we
That's
used to.
where it starts at, right?
They had
So
some
now-
years though.
So now, this is what I
Football.
said.
This is my brother right here. We was on the same team. Championship squad, 97. For me, is the best squad in Rockland County history, but that's debatable. This is Andrew Devil. Andrew Devil, coach of Spring Valley High School football, talking about everything from the past to the present. Like the way everything's going on in the town, how things are changing, transforming, but I still see you staying consistent. I still see you bringing new things. I always look back to when I was in school. We didn't have shit. Nobody cared about shit. I think Rubeck was starting to get there, but things changed. He got himself a little jam, so I never got to see that. But before him, we didn't get nothing. We didn't get nothing. We didn't get no colleges. We didn't get no looks. I see you doing videos, programs, all this stuff we never had. And that's what makes me proud to know you, and that's what gave me to become a big supporter of you. You won me over because I see the pride, I see the passion you have for those kids, and I think it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
And I just want to say that on record. I'm really, really proud of you because as a coach, as a person, first of all, I know how much you care, but as a coach, to have somebody care for the shit you doing, excuse my language, coach, but to have somebody care about the kids outside of football, still pushing them in school, trying to get them places, trying to take care of their grades. Our coaches didn't give a shit about what I did. Just word, show up to the football game. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And that's what I mean. That's why I wanted to interview you. That's why I wanted to talk about it. And what's the big difference from the past to the future to right now? What you think?
Well, like I said, I walked through it, so the locker room's still the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, a couple of new things, but it still got that same grit, that grind that we all went through. So like, I walked through it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I got that relationship with these guys. And obviously, when you got kids, you want better for your own kids. So I want better for my players. I want better for my son. I want better. Everything that we didn't get, we see that's out there. I want to give them. I always tell my guys, I'm never going to deny them any of that kind of stuff that you see out there. We may not have all the fancy things, but we're going to get stuff close to it, or probably even better. Right, so people ain't afraid to, the hood schools. Like, nah, we're not just the so-called hood school. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got some good kids. We got kids that are doing real good things. I got former players that are doctors now. You know what I'm saying? I got former players that are family men now, married. I got former players that are on my coaching staff. So again, we changed that culture. You know what I'm saying? That was the biggest thing. Like I said, we care. I care. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Spring Valley.
definitely do.
I'm a graduate of Spring Valley.
I believe it.
You know what I'm saying? I know what it felt like to win that 97. Like that 97 year, I felt like a
It's
king.
a movie. Where's the highlight film? Why is it not online, Drew?
I'm working
Why
on
you
some.
don't have it?
You know what? Crazy thing is, it's on DVD. Remember, I was used to be on VHS.
You can't transfer it? It was on
On
VHS.
VHS. Yeah,
Well,
a
we
lot of
can't-
people don't even know what VHS is.
Y'all don't, man. For y'all don't know, that highlight tape. At least I'm so surprised we don't got no footage online, man.
Yeah, I know. I think something, like I said, now we can get it to get transferred online, but it's on DVD. I know we got it on DVD.
Get it
We
out
can-
there, Drew,
we
man.
wanna get it out there.
Get it out there,
Definitely.
'cause I like to go back to my glory years. I talked to Marcus Law, because, he's North Rockland, and, he never lost. Shout out to Marcus, and I'm be interviewing him soon. His life story is a big deal because of everything that happened with him. So, we're going to do him next. But what I really want to, another thing I want to ask you, with the climate of everything, you know what I'm saying? Because I know you ain't got time, you got things to do. Black Lives Matters, kids are black kids, and some of our kids that play football just like I was. We're not just football players, we're troubled kids, we got troubled passes, we got troubled households. And how do you can't help everybody, you can't
No.
save everybody.
No, you
so I
can't.
know it happens, and it's like, damn. But how do you try to keep those kids minding the game right now with all the shit that's going on, with all the emotional shit that they showing on the media that can change your mindset and get you to go out there and do something foolish, or to protect yourself against what's going out there? Our kids go out and party every day.
course.
My kids, I got kids, so that's what this is about. How do you, because like I said, football coaches, what they don't know, not that my coach, not but my coaches didn't know, they like parents, man. I spend more time with my football coaches than I did with my own parents.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then when, things didn't work, I was hurt, man, because I felt like this was somebody that really, really cared about me. But how do you try to, what the message you give to them to stay safe and to keep their mind on the prize?
And like you said, during this time right now, like I said, you got to have those conversations with them. Like, we had that conversation like 5 days after the event happened. We had our team meeting.
You did that.
Yeah, we had a team meeting, on online and Zoom and everything. We talked about, the school year, making sure these guys are doing their work. Just because we at home learning, don't mean, you can't.
Slack off.
Yeah, you can't. Still, your grades go with you, and if you're really trying to get to that next level, you gotta stay on point with it. And we talked about the George Floyd thing and how hard it is. And said, now you see why I get on you guys the way I do, why I expect you to act a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I said, let them vent, let them talk about it. You know what I'm saying? They got to, I said, it's okay to be mad. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be frustrated. But now, what can we do to make sure that doesn't happen to you? You know what I'm saying? Just that whole message. And then, like I said, sometimes we gotta listen to these kids. These kids know a lot more. Yeah, like they know a lot more than what we knew when we was young. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how to work a phone.
These guys, they'll teach you some things, and sometimes they just want to feel like you're listening to them. If they feel like you're at least listening to them, you know what I'm saying, then you can guide them. Then they're gonna go. Like you said, football coaches always gotta have that upper hand. Like you said, I spent more time with coaches than I did with my own parents growing up. Like football coaches would know more about me than my parents did.
True, and that's the thing. And teachers too.
Yeah.
Teachers too, and that's the thing. And that's why that's why I want to bring out, the kids. When I was younger, when I first got out of prison, I wanted to do an interview, and I wanted to do business. And now it's like people doing it now. I want to do mental health workout for kids. Not just mental health, but training them, teaching them things that I did. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm athletically gifted.
No, you were.
Wasn't really fast, but I fucking got the job done. You know what I'm saying? I really wasn't a banger, but I'm a short tackle. But I can bang though. I was banging. Nobody banged me, but some of them was pretty good. Shout out to Wesley, Jean Louise. I love Wes.
I remember that.
I still talk to Wes.
You still talk to him?
I still talk to him, and he's in Haiti, and life is rough out there.
Yeah.
And he was my peer, and we was always put up against each other. We fought at least 18 times, and I lost some of those. I'm a real motherfucker. But listen, motherfucker, because we still alive, nigga, I love you, my nigga. Shout out to Wes, man. Anyway,
Y'all were the dudes everybody talked about. I ain't gonna lie. In terms of hands and football skill, I never get in camp when you talk about, let Rashid and West go at it. Nah, skies will turn black. You do that.
that's the story?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Hell no, I don't remember that. My shit is broken, man. My shit is motherfucker. I got blank spots in my shit.
Nah, I remember a lot of the moments, man. I remember a lot of moments. Like I said,
That camp was fun, man.
Nah, listen. I told you, man. That's
RNS.
what I knew. RNS. That's what it came out. That's what it came
The
out.
show should be called RNS.
Y'all should trademark it. And the BWA did.
Yeah.
Mess your head up with that one.
Real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? I wish we can go back to those times, but some of those times were filthy. And it was so fun, man. Winning is fun, and that's what I want my people to know. When you win, it's so much fun, man. People love to see you win, man. When we was winning, I got free pizza. People drove me places. Somebody brought my shoes. It was a good thing, man. I was having sex with everybody's daughter. It was really, really amazing time, man. Drew was so fucking passionate on the field. I wish we had the tapes, man. He was so active. And what I learned from Dada Mills, because he's like my last interview, what stars are people that stand out in their era.
Yeah.
And some of them are big, and some of them take it farther. Some of them people have people that's behind them. Like Mike Tyson, if it wasn't for, you know what I'm saying, the guy that trained him, he'll be like me. He would have been me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So with the direction, with the guidance, you know what I'm saying? That's what stars are. You was a star from the beginning. So what made you transfer? Because I could have never imagined that, Drew.
Yeah, coaching.
I would have coaching to me, but to see you now, I would have never put that together back then. Now, of course, I missed a lot of time because I was in prison, but I would have never seen that. And I just want to know, before you leave, tell the people the transformation, how you became a coach and why you a coach, and why coaching is such an important thing and why you so good at it.
I'll tell you what got to me. Like I said, I always idolized my coaches that I had. You know what I'm saying? I always had the most respect. Like I said, I didn't live a great life. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand, like, you know, at the time my mom had moved to Florida. She lost her job here, and she's like, I'm going to start over again. My pops had lost his job. He went to Haiti, getting himself right together. So I was basically on my own. So I had to grow up real fast, you know, during that time. And then, so, you know, like I said, like, when that camp, I couldn't afford camp. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Ruback and Kev, you know, they all looked out and said, listen,
shout out to Coach Kev.
You know, give what you can give. You know what I'm saying? We'll work it out. You know, I'll never ever forget that.
Oh, one more time. Let me stop. How does it feel being that you guys are competition now?
It's weird at times, but you know, it's all love though. It's all love. You know, like I said.
I think that y'all doing it, but I just want to put it out there. And that's my favorite coach. Without him, I would have no self-esteem without Coach
my
Kev.
whole philosophy.
Shout out to Coach
my
Kev.
whole philosophy of defense is based off the Kev, being aggressive, like, you know, blitzing and coming off and being
He's
aggressive.
Such a big person. He's such a great person,
Yeah,
man.
like-
Shout out to Kev. If I say you a leader, everybody leads in their own way. I mean by that, you better lead us since you was young. Like I said, when we was playing, you was vocal as shit. You was screaming, you was yelling, you
Yeah.
was passionate, you was always full of energy. And I'm going down memory lane right now as we talk. That's why. Yeah.
It don't take much for you to get in character.
Chicken, Blue Royale, Rockland County, Spring Valley's coach. Yeah, man, I'm so Rockland. Last fucking question. Juggling, growing up, and from your background, you struggle. You have mixed crowds. Everybody in the interview had mixed crowds. You balanced this because you wasn't just a football player. You wasn't just an athlete. You was not a punk. You know what I'm saying? Either. You are who you are. And that's what I mean by stars. Back to the point when I've got in my drunk laps. Stars are always stars, what I learned. And that's all people are. The people that stand out in their class are the stars. Some of them go further. Some of them find other things to do. But they're always stars. And it took him, somebody that's always, that managed stars, to tell me that. And I was like, wow, man, I stuck with him. He said, yeah, you've been a star since you was a kid, man. You just didn't have no direction. I said, wow. And I'm saying that to you because I remember, man. So juggling all those different lifestyles and being in the middle of that and still coming out spotless, what do you tell kids growing from troubled backgrounds? So we bring it back, troubled backgrounds and people that might not always have positive environments.
Of course. I try to put them in the best environment I possibly can. Like I said, I try to keep my guys busy. Like right now, if we didn't have this, we would have had about 2 tournaments. We would have had our team camp going on. We would have had, like, I give these guys something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Well, when we used to have to wait till double sessions to bang.
Yeah.
Now we can be in helmets and shoulder pads in June. You know what I'm saying? So like that type of, you know, bringing the team together, doing team, you know, we done Madden
around the
tournaments.
time when you get that itch.
You know what I'm saying? Like I try to do things that they bring him to keep him off the street. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna keep them over the street complete, but you gonna make them think twice now. You know what I'm saying? Now they're gonna in the back of their head like, Delver, Coach Delver will pop up on anywhere. Like, you know, I can go up top.
And it's okay.
Top. Yeah, like
that's Coach Delver.
Right, and you know what goes. You know, I know what goes on in some of the households.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm that bridge to like give them that balance.
You are.
You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, fella, I don't walk the wall. I know about the guy who smoke weed, who don't smoke weed. I know about the guys who out there chasing girls, who ain't chasing. I'm realistic. I keep it real with them. Like I tell them, I say, Friday night after again, Friday, fellas, enjoy the win. I know you're gonna go and celebrate. Be smart. What I always tell, like when I bring up that '97 thing, like I'll never forget like how tight everybody was on that team in terms of looking out.
I went to jail for that team. I seen Wesley about to get jumped. The big riot that happened.
Yeah.
The football team riot. We had.
Listen,
shout out
C Central, Silhouette Days.
Yeah, Wesley was rivals. Wesley was out there, the group home niggas about to pounce on him. I come out and this is my thought. Like, you don't know this shit. Might say, rivals always this shit. My thought is, this is my teammate. I went out there, I see them getting surrounded, and me, being me, I hooked off. You know who got arrested? Me. You know what I'm saying? No, niggas didn't get arrested. I went there to press charges on them niggas because I knew I was going to jail and got arrested while I was there. You know who was there with me? Franz Dumas, Emperor Chi, and I'm so hurt that we're not friends. Get in touch with me. He was there. He called his mom because I offered to bail him out one time, and she got there before I got there. He called his mom, and his mom bailed me the fuck out of jail in 10 minutes, my nigga.
That's a story right there.
All right. So sorry. Finish off, bro.
Nah, man. Like I said, man. Like just that whole family atmosphere.
Family atmosphere.
You know?
Family atmosphere.
That's the biggest thing, man.
And that's the thing, man. Sometimes I tell, like, when I see my brothers on the internet, we played together, and we all went on different paths. And I hope that y'all see me. We can identify. My nigga, we was on a football team, splitting our heads. Look at the tape. You think I don't have... What's that shit they got in the NFL? They say people got...
Oh, the concussion syndrome?
Yeah, I probably had 25 million concussions.
Probably ain't the only one. I think about it too.
I ran head on full speed every time, B. Shit, so much. I love football. I mean, people don't know that I care about football and I can speak very, very well on football.
Another thing I tell the kids too, you got to build a program. If you just win 5 games one year, and you win one game, you got a team because each year you trying to put something together. Teams like the North Rockland Knights, they took their Pop Warner. They got kids who are good, and when they leave, they just bring in new kids to do the same thing. So, and I mean, they both went through their struggles over the years. It's not the same for anyone around here. When you talk AA football, it's New Rochelle and everybody else. New Rochelle dominates, and then it's everybody else.
What do you think about, the whole, I mean, I hear it because, things are so individualized now. Like, you can market yourself from childhood. Like, if you see, if your parents put it in you and you like what you're doing, you don't even need a school now. You know what I'm saying? You don't even...
No.
Like, I can be...
You know what? It changed. That's changed, too. It's kind of like AAU basketball. You could be nice in school, but your team, your coach holds you back. You get on an AAU team and everybody knows you. That's where your scholarship's coming from. Football in New York is like that. Like when you think about all the people who play football in New York, like Ray Rice, he was like a 3-star athlete. People are like, oh, he's too short. He's not going to do anything in college. And he blew up when he got to Rutgers. And it's really about getting that chance. And a lot of our kids don't get the chance. And you know this, and we all seen it. I grew up in it. I can make an all-star team of dudes who was nice in high school, maybe didn't have the grades, maybe were led down the wrong way, and never got that shot in college. And then there's other guys who were average and then blew up in college.
They did. You got to give it to them, too.
Yeah, because they work hard. They know what they want. A lot of times what happens with this generation is, and I see it a lot when the kids come from the middle school. So they at Pomona, they at Chestnut Ridge. They go undefeated. They're like, yo, we're going to be nice. We're going to be nice. But they never do anything to improve. You got to remember, everybody's fighting every day, so you got to get better and better every day. And that's what these kids, have to do. They got to put in.
Talk about that because there's a lot of coaches, like we talk about, like things are different now. And you can do so much with so little now. And back then, to get people noticed from Rockland was a real struggle. But being one of the coaches, because you wasn't, you know what I'm saying, you wasn't a head coach when I met you. You was a defensive head coach. And you
Mhm.
running the defense, which is the only shit I cared about. But you was it's highly dysfunctional. You was
No, I know what you mean. It's kind of like I took you guys as like big brother,
yeah, you
you
cared
know,
about the players, man.
fathers
After
that
the
a lot of
season was
kids didn't
over,
have.
I couldn't walk up on the coach and talk and feel like I cared. You know, I had a lot of shit happen to me. Um, and rightfully so. I probably earned it. We're not trying to, you know, we're not placing blame on shit.
Right.
I earned all of that dumb shit. Looking back on it, hindsight, it's 2020. But you know, I always felt like you
It's a
cared
learning
about players.
experience.
Maybe can you relate to them because you relate to the inner city. And back then, I don't know if they had that. Like you was the
See,
yeah.
that's where it comes from. Like, you know what it is? When you get a teacher, I know when I was in school, I got a teacher. If I just ask the teacher where is he from, he's gonna tell me some rich part of town or somewhere, you know. Kids roll up on me, they're like, you know, where'd you grow up? I tell them right off Twin Avenue. And it's different. They're like, yo, you from Twin? I was like, I live right off Twin Avenue. And the kids look at things different. And, you know, I always feel like with the kids I coach and even in the classroom, you respect me, I'm going to respect you. It's a mutual thing. So kids see that. Kids recognize real. You know, they don't try and sugarcoat it. And kids nowadays, and even back then, they'll flat out tell you. They don't like you. They're going to tell you they don't like you. And there's no way of really winning them over. It's just how you adjust. Kids don't like you. He doesn't like you. That's it.
Yeah.
You
You know
know,
what?
that's how it is.
Being that we go back from '97, and you know Roosevelt. You know you played Roosevelt. I won't
Yeah.
on record saying this, right? I want you to get mad. But yo, we almost lost that game. I don't know. We just was not there. I don't know what happened that game. But we should have killed those kids. But we really didn't. I don't know if it was coaching because he was a great coach up until that point. I
And
think
you know what?
whenever we
They
took
want to
on
stay.
great coaches, we struggled.
They
Like
won a state championship the year before. And
yeah,
he knew how to win. The man's a legend. You know, Tony DiMattio's a legend. He's, you know, got like the most wins in Section 1. It was hard to just say you're going to walk in. We had a better team on paper. What we saw in film, oh, we're going to handle it. And this game goes to overtime,
it went to,
you know?
and it shouldn't though. It shouldn't even did
No.
that. I don't know what happened to us, but we did that a lot. Even the last game we lost, I said, "Oh shit, we really did that to ourselves." You know what I'm saying? We was really overconfident.
You said something that night, and it stuck with me, and I laughed, but it was funny
I was talking shit.
because uh, Rashad Wilson got beat deep, and you came to the sideline. I called the timeout, and you look at him. You said, "Damn, man! Every time we get out a big game, you flake out." And I just looked at him because I remember Yak he fumbled. And I remember that. I said, "Yo, don't worry about it." And when
I
you
said
walked away,
that.
I said, "Yo, Rashad, man, don't worry about it." I said, "It's a team, but it is
Shout
a
out to
team." You know,
Rashad, man. You know, me
what
and
hurt us
Rashad
not
is
having
still
Mark,
together, man. Shout out to
but
Rashad.
yo,
Love Rashad.
we didn't have Mark Paisley. Mark got thrown out the game before. That hurt us a lot.
Right. And
Hurt
you
us
don't
a
even
lot
know how meaningful something is until it's
until it's over.
gone. We didn't
It
know
took
it was so bad. It was like the
it took
same
me
play. I
months.
couldn't believe it.
It took me months to go back and watch the film. I was like, we should have been able to stop this. We just
And
got out coached.
yeah, we should have been able to stop it. And I remember in the halftime, that was the first time. And I think because it didn't happen a lot, we were so morally
Oh,
right.
we were beat. We were
Yeah,
beat.
we was
Nobody's going to
deep.
admit it. No one's going to admit it. When we walked out that
Yeah.
locker room after halftime, I was walking behind Coach Chris, and I said, we're in big trouble. I said, you can just see these kids. They never look like this.
They talk because you was talking and everybody can get whoever was hyped that day. I wasn't really talking, but whoever was hyped that day, they was talking to themselves. If I looked
Yeah.
around, I seen Pusha crying. I was like, yo, what the
We in
fuck?
trouble. We knew we
Yeah.
were in trouble.
Yeah, and we couldn't, you know, outside of, you know, Ronaldo, we couldn't really get anything going, man. Shout out to Ronaldo. We really let him down that day because he should have did
We
a
let
lot
ourselves
more.
down. You know what? We let ourselves down, but I'll say this.
The niggas
After
had
all,
flying touchdowns in the back of the end zone
yo, but here's the
like this.
crazy thing. Yeah, we let ourselves down, but it was almost like it worked out in a positive way when you look back on it. You know, it's like we learned something and we became tight. I remember when we got back and we went in the gym after the game. You were sitting right next to me like my son. You had your head on my shoulder, and we were all sitting there. And we couldn't believe it. It was over. Like when kids were rolling out, leaving the locker room, usually it's like, yo, I'll see you on Monday. And you just can see the tears in the eyes. You see these kids, and you're like, yo, it's over. And that's the
Yeah,
hardest part about
it was
sports,
a
yo.
movement, man. And
Yeah.
the RNS movement, shout out to RNS. Yo, Dava told me I should trade we should trademark the name. And I said, and I ain't saying that. You gonna see it on the video when it's
Yo,
finished.
I still teach. I'm not in that.
Don't be in it. Don't be in it because it's gonna be controversial. He said, "Yo, you should
I,
trademark it." I said, "I don't want Phil Bogle, those guys with more money than me to get to it, but I just might do it." You know what I'm saying? I just might do it right now, like tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
yo, it's hilarious because I remember Rubeck put it on a sweatshirt and Betsy Evans rolled up on me in the office. She goes, somebody told me what this stood for. I was like, I've never seen those letters in my life. I have no clue. I just
Yeah, see,
accepted. I was like, I'm out.
yo, like North Rockland, like Mark, we talking about North Rockland. I said nobody had more fun than us, man.
Oh, we
Scandals and
put,
all. We had as children as having scandals as a team. And I try to
oh,
tell people, I have a lot of enemies over the years. And I try to tell people, man, I'm happy to be alive. So when I see you guys, I'm happy. If you got
man,
some high school shit, man, I'm feel sorry for you, man, because a lot of
listen,
people are dead.
it's family. It's family. You see people and it's like you dap them up, you hug them. It's family. And
That's
first
how I
thing you know,
feel
we
about
start
it, man.
talking about it. We
Like if
start talking
I
about
see you in trouble, that's the shit I'm gonna think about, man.
it. Yeah.
I was a winner that year, and shit, I ain't won no team activity since. You know what I'm saying? I didn't win
Well, you
shit
know
in my
what it was?
life.
Obviously that's the furthest I ever made it as a coach, but I knew what it took then. And I tell people all the time, they're like, you ever think you get a team like that? I go, never get a team like that. I said, I had dudes on the bench that would be starting on other teams in the
It
county.
would. We had like 3
What
teams.
was so crazy? I tell you who got the short end of it sometimes. I couldn't believe I had Jason Martinez on the bench at times. I'd go, Jay, get in there, man. Rush the quarterback. Jay, get on the D
Hold
line.
up.
Move the
But
line.
Jay was growing into himself at that time. Like, he
Yeah.
just came to
But
himself.
he was excelling on offense with Phil. They were
Yeah,
doing that thing. So I had to keep them fresh. I try not to play Phil too much
those are
on
my
defense.
boys,
I
man.
had to play Jay.
Jay was
And
my
then
boy. I
Billy
love Jay.
Prince stepped up. Billy Prince
Yo,
stepped
hold
up.
on, hold on. Remember in Kakiak when Clarkstown South we had all that
When you
trouble?
smacked him,
I smacked Jason, I
and his
smacked
pop,
helmet,
and his,
and his
and his
pops came
pops
up.
came in.
I tell people, I said, nigga, I was really out there leading. They ruined my confidence, man.
Yo, his pops came down.
I
His
was a
pops was
kid doing
hot.
that shit. I
Yo,
was
Mr. Giles
self-entitled
is
like a
ready.
motherfucker.
Mr. Giles is ready to give a speech at halftime, and Jason's pop came in. I just backed up. I was like, yo, I ain't in this.
He went in. We won
Yeah,
though. We won. We
yeah.
won. I wish I would have did that against Spring Valley. I just couldn't believe we
Oh,
lost that shot. I cried so bad. I mean, he was so hurt. How's everything? The family, Texas life. What you out there doing, man?
Man, just living peacefully. You feel me,
Peacefully?
nigga? You see the sky? You see the sky, nigga? You see the trees out here, man?
I see it, man. I follow you on the gram. I see
Yeah.
you. I see all the inspirational stuff you're doing. And I can't believe that's you. I feel like I know my own what's his name? Tim Ribbons? What's his name? What's his
Who?
name, Ribbons?
Tony Robbins?
Yeah, Tony Robbins ain't my own Tony Robbins. I went to school with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I see your little things. I follow your quotes and your positive message, man. So, tell people what you doing, man. We'll put your books
Yeah.
out, the things online. Talk about it.
Yeah, we doing right now. I got the quitting movement. You know what I mean? So the quitting movement's all about quitting the negative thoughts, feelings, behaviors, people. You know what I'm saying? Because what I noticed is in life, it's not all about what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When you live long enough, it's about the thoughts, the feelings, behaviors, the people that you got to quit. You got to kind of remove them from your life if you want to progress, if you want to proceed. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm on that. I'm on that. You know, it's all about positivity. 99 things to quit and giving up is one. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I took the whole 99 problems, but I
Yep.
flipped it. I
Mm-hmm.
flipped it.
I see
You know what I
that.
mean? So that's it's all about positivity, man. You know, I'm
So,
trying to help this next generation.
so you go around talking to different people, different businesses, and you do seminars. What else you got? What else do you do with that? How does that work? You just public speak. You go into schools. You motivate people. How does that work?
Yeah, so I go to schools, I go to businesses. Um, we're part of a church out here, so I do that too.
Yeah.
Anywhere that I can help inspire, motivate, develop some people. That's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's really all about leaving a legacy at this point, bro. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So,
True indeed.
because here's the thing, right? So when I was growing up, we had some good times growing up too. But at the end of the
I can't see
day,
the interview,
right?
man.
Yo, son, at the end of the day, right? So I'm about to be 40 this year, right? Right? And yo, son, I'm about to
Real.
be 40. And this is real talk. You don't even know if you're gonna make it that far, right? So once you get to this point, you're like, yo, now I got sons, I got a wife, you know, and I'm like, if anything happens to me, I want to make sure that I leave a legacy, that I leave something behind for them. You know what I'm saying? Whether
Yeah.
it's a mindset, whether it's things of monetary value,
Mm.
it's, you know, to be honest with you, the mindset is probably more valuable than anything monetarily that you could leave behind. You know what I'm saying? Just the way that they could think for themselves and do for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
I know,
Especially with
man.
everything that's, you know what I'm saying? Like with everything that's going around, you know, going with the Black Lives Matter and everything like that. That's the movement that I'm on right now, right?
And that's a beautiful thing. I love seeing you. I love knowing that I know you. I get to say I know that guy. I didn't know
Yeah.
what I was gonna do to bring you around me. So here it is. You know what I'm saying? Now I get to talk to you finally. How's Phil doing? Phil good?
Yeah, feel great, man.
Tell Phil Bogle I said hi. Tell him to give me an interview, man. Tell him
Yeah,
do
well,
that for me, man. Tell him to
yeah,
finish the RNS segment for me, man. Close it
always.
out for me, man. Hit him up.
Yeah,
Tell him finish it for me so I can wrap it up and it'll be all beautiful packaging. What I want to talk about real quick,
yeah,
let's go back to football, man. So
yeah.
you Spring Valley High School, you captain of the team. Talked about all that. You get to see my version yet. You know what I'm saying? And you was my boy. We go way back, man. Me and him been playing football, arguing on the field since we was kids, man. It's a good friend of mine, and I appreciate you doing this. Talk about those RNS years, man, and all that good stuff that came with our year being champions and the closeness and the memories you have from that, man.
Listen, those were the best times of my life, man. Absolutely the best times of my life. If I could go back and say, um, there was a point in my life that cultivated me into the man that I am today, it's definitely from '90s. You know what? I'm gonna go back to Caciat though. I'm gonna go back to Caciat because
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back to, you know, 7, 8, 9. You know what I mean? Like we was nice back then, Rod. Like, come on,
yeah,
man. Like
yeah.
we was nice back then, and you know, and it teaches you a lot about life because we were heartbroken in ninth grade when we lost to Spring Valley. You know, in the ninth
Unbelievable.
in the championship. I
We
remember, I
tried
remember, man, I remember being with Coach Kev in the back of the bus crying, like
crying,
crying.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
we
we
was
talk about
balling.
that, man. Yeah, he
You know what I
talked
mean?
about you good, yeah.
And then take it to the high school years, you know, that was heartbreaking up in what was it, against Troy. That
Troy.
was heartbreaking, man.
We
You
got
know?
destroyed pretty bad.
But
We didn't see
but
that
you know
coming at
what?
all.
But you know what, man? That's what life's all about. It's getting hurt. It's taking those step backs and then progressing, man. You know, but those years, the on next movement, people don't believe me, man. They don't. Yo, they
I'm
don't.
about to put it out, man. I'm about to put the story out, man.
Yo,
I'm putting the story out, man. I
yo,
got the
they don't.
idea right now, man. I'm putting it out.
Yo,
RNS, man. This is gonna turn to a whole different thing. I started out with doing a football interview. Now I'm over here like I'm doing RNS shit now. It's going crazy. Somebody got to
yo,
tell a story.
Rob, son, we had the people in the stands talking about RNS, RNS.
Real nigga shit. Real
Yeah.
nigga shit. Yo, we talk about the '90s list, right? This Phil, there's you. These are the
Uh-huh.
leaders and staples of the offense. They got you blocked for. We had the biggest offense in the county, maybe in
No
history.
doubt.
Together combined with now everybody right till you get the ball, somebody's running hundreds of yards. So we gotta go with the when you talk about the '90s, y'all the leading. That was that best lineman. So it's about who you block for. So
Yeah.
I put who else you think I should have put in there from our team? I just thought I couldn't miss nobody. We talk about full body of work. Mike Mayu, he's a running back, so it's hard to running backs. You know what I'm saying? Who do you think I missed out on?
On our team?
Yeah, like everybody did their thing. But as a 90s unit, that's the only people I could put that was changing, and they played a few years. Like Wesley, he was the baby, but he played like 3 years on varsity. You can't take that from him. And he was on Smash. And then there's you was our leader. You know what I'm saying? And you got better as years went on. You know what I'm saying? He was
Yeah.
definitely underappreciated. Me and Kev talked about that. He was very underappreciated at the time. Now I look back like, yeah, man, he was monster. You know what I'm saying? But you got Bogle. The only thing I think about is maybe Rashad, but he had a few
Yeah.
things that was in question, you know what I'm saying? And that's it. I can't think about nobody else. Am I missing somebody? That feels like the core to me. Everybody else was just there, you know what I'm saying? Not just
You
there, but
said
everybody played their position that year, but not so much as a career.
Mayu?
Mayu, but he had that 1 year, but then you had other
Yes.
running backs with the same year. He had more touchdowns, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So it was debatable. I couldn't put him in there. But I thought he should. I'm arguing about it.
I think Mayu when I was watching our highlight tape, Mayu had a real good
Stiff arm.
duel. Oh yeah. He had a good stiff arm, but the nigga had like mad interceptions at the linebacker position. Because I was watching the highlight tape, and he had some good interceptions. Like he had some good runs and everything like that, but he had some good interceptions back then,
Defense,
man.
right? It
You
was
know what I'm
so
saying?
cold. That's what I'm trying to do before I put everything on a finished product. I'm like, what do I got to change? What do I got?
Yeah,
I couldn't put everybody. I'm like, well, everything else is debatable. I really wanted to
yeah.
put
When
Mike
I
Bailey there. So, all
yeah
right, we're
when I
gonna try to
think
put
about
Mike
it,
Bailey on the defense end. But
yeah,
they
when I
keep
think
lying about these old
about it,
school cats. And I'm like, there's no stats for these guys. We know I looked up to them, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I looked up to them. Well, I don't know what they
right?
did. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
that nostalgia, but I don't know what they did. But that's about it. That's about it. I
yeah.
put
I don't.
West there because West is a big impact on defense. I almost wanted to put Mark Paisley there. Remember
Yeah, I
that?
mean, if you think about it, think about this, right? So, but yo, I'm on the phone, man. So think about this, right? So me, you, Phil,
Mm-hmm.
Wesley, Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the 5 10th graders that make varsity.
Right.
Phil played varsity as a ninth grader.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
there's like 5 or 6 of them. He's one of the few that did that.
Right, right. But we played varsity as 10th graders.
Yeah, that's why I said we gotta go there. Like that's a whole
Yeah,
body of work. Yeah, that's why.
right.
And
Yeah,
niggas
no
arguing.
doubt.
I'm like, we played 3 years, man. You can't
Right,
take that from us. And
exactly.
we won, man. We
Yeah.
won. We the only champions in Spring Valley. Fuck that. We won. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So we
right.
gotta get more people. But that's the people I had too. That 5 right there. Everybody
Yeah.
else to be argued about.
And you got to think about it too. This is 20, what we at, 2020? So that's 23 years ago, big. So 23 years ago.
We still
Ain't,
stand up.
ain't nobody, ain't nobody seeing that, man.
Not the way we did it. That's why somebody better make it a movie. One of y'all better hit a home run so they gonna make a movie about this shit.
Yo, that shit would be crazy.
That'd be a
Yeah, but
lot of girls. It'd
back
be a
to,
lot of argument.
back to your question though. That was the best time of my life. Even when I went to college and played in college, let me tell you, man, that was the best time of my life, man. If I could go back and just if I could live in a bubble, I just lived in those 2 years, 3 years. That's it.
You're
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
That was a beautiful time for me too. And let me ask you something. How's your pops doing, man? Yo,
Yeah.
Me and Cam was laughing about that shit. You gonna see it. I'm like, yo, shout out to I didn't mean that about talking to your pops and all that. Yeah,
when
that shit
when
was, remember that shit? We was in
what he
Cat
do?
we was in Cat and we was getting our ass whooped, and I got mad at y'all niggas, and I started pushing y'all niggas and hit y'all niggas on your helmet. And your pops came down and started barking on me. Remember that
Oh,
shit?
he did? That's just
Remember that was
funny as
Clarksdale
hell.
South.
Oh,
Clarksdale
for real?
South. And we was undefeated. We was still
Yeah,
undefeated after that. But it was a
yeah.
close game. I think we was losing for a while. And I started fucking spazzing out yelling. And your pops came down off the stairs. Everybody just turned their back on me, left me standing there. I thought I was right, man. Yeah, but we ended up winning that game. We was in them games. So shout out to your pops, man. So I had to
Yeah,
give
my
a shout
pops,
out.
he's good, man. You know they out here. They out here in Texas too.
Everybody?
Yeah, my pops, my sister, man, my cousins. I got some cousins out here. Yeah, man. So they out here too, man.
I don't know how they play football now. Kev talks about the difference to how soft it is now and how you can't push the kids. The kids will argue back with you. Just real different nowadays. And he talking about the difference of that. And and I thought they had a problem with me, but he said the things they deal with today. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing on them kids. I ain't got
Yo,
nothing to do that.
let me tell you. My 10th grade O-line coach, right, was Pinkston. What's his name?
The big one, Leo?
Yes.
Leo.
That dude was crazy, man. Yo, we used to, man. They just don't understand how we used to smash back in the day, man.
Yo, the Pinkstons, I like the Pinkstons. We talking mad junk about Coach Boykin though here, so shout out to Coach Boykin. Boykin had a lot of talent, man. He didn't do a lot with it, man.
But shout out to Coach Boykin, man. He brought me up to varsity.
Yeah, he gave us his job. He gave us a pass. And he was right. He was right. It just wasn't our job. But listen, he was right about that. But yeah, other than that, man, he stalled a lot of careers. Because they arguing with me, and I'm just like, yo, you can't have that against our team because our team had more shit. So I can't use your team, bro. Your team was trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't use it. So I just want to make that clear. So, yo, it was good talking to you, my brother. Thanks for giving us. Get Phil over here. Tell him to text me so I can FaceTime or something, and we can close this thing out, man. Okay, Billy Prince got all the headlines. This is an interview. So before I want to put this up, we went to the sideline. I'll never forget it. So, yeah, I put you on the spot. We went to the sideline. You said, what play should we call, Coach? Right? I said, I don't remember what play it was, but I know you asked me about it. I can't name it. It was one of your plays, of course.
Right.
I said, we're going to run this play here. You said, all right, run it. And that's the play that stopped the short on one goal line.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
right.
it didn't matter what we called. We had talent everything. As long as people made their reads, we were good. And I tell people all the time, I say, that team was good. I'm not going to tell you anyone could have coached it because it goes back to what you were saying. You got to have a way to relate with kids. If you don't relate, kids don't respond.
How do you guys feel like, that's your student right there? I mean, he's a product of you, actually. How do you feel facing, Drew?
You know what's funny? I look at him and his staff. Him and his staff, outside of like Jeff, like main dudes who started with him, I coached all that. So like when they beat me, it's like, dap them up, hug them, and say, yo, great job. I'm proud of you guys. And we beat them in the past. I was like, yo, keep your head up. So it's always, it's always that. For 48 minutes, we hate each other. We talk. I'm yelling from the sideline. They're yelling from the sideline. I'm dancing down the sideline, talking and all that. And at the end of the day, you go back. It's all good. I love the fact that, those are kids I coach that are actually giving back. I love the giving back part.
He is giving back, man. I'm actually proud of him.
He does a great job. He does a great job. I mean, you look at everything that he does.
He does. He really does a great job. And, that's how I'm a hard critic anyway. I told him I like what he's doing. I like that he cares. I like you care. You always cared. And football is football. You got coaches that coach football. But you care.
And you know what it is? And here's the
Some
best
kids need people to care.
And you got to have people who care. But here's the thing about football, high school football especially. I'm dealt a hand like in a poker game. If I don't have talent, I don't have talent. No free agency. I can't go grab a kid from North Rock and say, come play with me and all that. So if you don't have the talent, that's when you really have to coach. You got to coach these kids up. And then the scary part is when you get talent, you got to coach them up so you don't waste the talent. So it goes both ways. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Oh, do you still enjoy it?
I love it. You know what? I'm not a yeller anymore. I'm like that old dad at the game now. I'm just not bringing kids out. I'll yell once in a while. I'm not like where I was with you guys. But I watch the game sometimes and I watch my kids playing. I'm like, yo, this is still the same.
You still got the lollipop?
Huh?
You still got a lollipop?
Nah, man, I get the lollipops up the cat yet, man.
You wear shorts?
I always rocking the shorts, and you always find me in a pair of shorts. Always.
That's Coach Kev, man. Coach Kev, I think I lost all our films, but I really didn't. I think my baby mom did that when I was cheating. This is
I
when
got
I
them
was
somewhere on
functional.
DVD. I got the highlight tape on DVD,
It's
and
not
I think I
online,
have it.
Kev. Kev, you got to put it online. Everything's online.
You
Somebody
know, I'm
got
gonna
to
have
put it
to.
online.
I'm gonna have to because
Why
that
our
that's
shit ain't
legendary.
online?
That stuff is legendary.
I be telling Mark, like, your shit ain't online. That's bad. Like, you had 4 seasons, you ain't online. And yeah, we would have beat North Rockland too. So,
2 years in a row. We got the pick six the
we
first
did
time.
that. Yeah. Oh, the 63-yard touchdown, nigga.
96.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I want that tape too, but I can't believe I lost all that. Yo, Kev, man, thank you. And let me ask you one more question, right? What offense you using?
Run a spread offense, which is kind of like what everybody's doing now, but I will line up and run power football when I have to.
Hold up. I don't know shit about high school football today. I like football. And because I disappointed my life, I don't really look back. You know what I'm saying? College, nothing. I don't want to look at that. I only watch pros because I never made it. Everything else is like, oh, you could have made it. I don't want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Even
That's it.
fighting, I don't watch fighting, none of that shit. All right, you fucked up. I don't want to watch that. But offense, what's different now? In offense, defense, those terms.
I think when we played, like we were kind of like in a wing T and an I formation, we could put you in at a fullback, different guys we could have a fullback and a tailback. A lot of times now it's a finesse game. My backs may be kids who are 5'8", 160 pounds running a rock, where back in the day, I may have had a kid 6 feet, 200 pounds running the ball. So it's more finesse than power now. And you got to compensate for smaller linemen. Like everybody gets like the one or two big kids. But for the most part, when you have smaller linemen, you can't put them in a position to like just line up against somebody and push them. So it's the finesse game. Definitely finesse game.
So it's more finesse today.
Yeah.
I see the kids like they look bigger, they look faster, they look stronger, but they get hurt a lot faster. I never even heard of ACL when you get concussion.
Injuries kill me every year.
Remember
I lose
Ronaldo for the
50 every year.
concussion? That was probably we all had
Rambo game.
concussions. Remember Batman?
Rambo game. Darrell caught him on the sideline.
Yeah,
Right in front of me.
he had a real concussion, and we all had
Yeah.
it. But that was probably the first time I really said, "Oh shit, he got a concussion."
First time we saw someone get pulled out the game, you
Right.
can't play because you got a concussion. Now, kid gets into a small collision, they run into test on the sideline, leave him out. So it's different. But
Yeah, because I
what? You
definitely
gotta
got
protect.
brain damage, coach, and
Yeah, you
that's
gotta
what I'm trying
protect.
to say. I want money too. I was hitting my head. I was running full speed, and I really was confident about it.
Listen, when we were growing up, coaches would tell us the thing you got to do: put your face mask in his chest. I can't teach that no more. Kid breaks his neck, they're gonna say that's how coach taught me how to
What do you
tackle.
say though? What do you say? How do you say it? Like
I use the
I'm talking
term.
about when you hyped up. What do you say?
What would you mean with like how to tackle?
Like I would still say it if I was like on the game and I'm hyped up and I'm going in for the kill. I would say the same shit. I couldn't change my word. I would be like, kill him. I might not mean really kill him, but it's like
See,
kill him.
and you don't hear that now, but like going back to even like teaching tackling, I tell the kids you always got to have your head out. Where I grew up, get your head in there. I
Right
want your
there.
face mask in there. Yeah, and you go
Break
at
the
it,
face
just be
mask.
aggressive. I always tell my kids, be aggressive. Just be
Yo,
aggressive.
remember Jason smacked the nigga on the sideline with the shoulder, like some wrestling shit, like some people's elbow?
Nah.
You don't remember that on the sideline? Jason
Nah.
Martinez. That's on the highlight tape. On the punt return, the nigga was running and he just
Oh,
cleaned. He cleaned,
yes.
but it was like
You
kind of
caught
like he cleaned his whole body. It was like,
him out.
oh,
Took
it
him
was
out. Took
standout.
him out.
Took
Took
him
him
out,
out.
man.
But see, if you know what, they've even taken that out. Referees
He
are called
black as a
unnecessary.
motherfucker. They want to
Referees
know if
call
you black.
unnecessary reference. Huh?
They want to know if you black. I said, yeah, he's black.
This is what happens when you put Pop Warner to $250 fucking per kid.
Well, that's North Rockland, though, okay?
Okay, listen,
No. Listen what he's saying. He's
Listen
saying
to what I'm
250
saying.
a kid, then change Rockland County sports. Now
Because
we
these
getting into
fucking,
political
because
shit. They
these
done changed the
crackers
game.
is mad that
Can I say something real quick? North Rockland also did some bullshit when they took that fucking program out to town and brought it up to the school when the kids in the town couldn't get there because they wanted them Stony Point motherfuckers to be able to get there and play little daddy ball and put their little kids in quarterback so they not to compete with real athletes.
what I say. It,
Yep,
it
he said
eliminates
all
a
this.
whole demographic of kids where all the fucking talent is at.
You know, and they did that shit on purpose, man.
Purposely.
So that's why this,
You think they
did
wanted
that
to
shit
play
for-
me up there in ninth grade and do up there? No, I gave them no choice. I went up there and I dogged their ass every fucking chance I got.
And you know what? And you know what? That might have been some little kid sitting on the side, be like, damn, this kid came from Spring Valley, and guess what? It's a bunch of little kids that's in that town. That when the football practice was right behind that school, like that's when we always had problems with North Rockland. Like really, even on the lower, because it was all hood kids playing hood kids. Like I got my licks handed to me against North Rockland and Pop Warner.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pop Warner just started, like, they moved that program out of that town for a reason.
To eliminate a whole demographic of kids because they want them little fucking crackers to play. Simple.
Yep, absolutely.
So simple.
Absolutely.
And this is why I always say to myself, it gets me upset. I want to leave New York, whatever, but if I stay here, I want to find a way that we could fucking create a Pop Warner League for free for these fucking kids, man.
Yo, King, real quick, I'm gonna tell you something right now. We kind of digressing from the subject, but we still on the subject because this shit is all like what's happening in society right now.
Every player that you're talking about right now play Pop Warner football.
It's
Pop
all
Warner
about-
football was big, nigga. We had cheerleaders.
It was life.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, King, that's what's going on in Jersey.
I had your names on the back of the jersey at one time.
That was what's going on here. It was going on here. They eliminated a whole shit, man. They didn't know what they was doing, man.
That's the Reagan.
And that's why high school is the way it is right now. They fucking
Yo, I'm gonna
suck.
tell you something though right now though, Mark. Right now, if you got a team together up there, unlimited weight football, you'll suck up everybody up there and you can come down and compete in these leagues in Jersey, man.
So you said unlimited weight.
Yes, they got that. Pop
My
Warner
son
with
play
unlimited weight.
unlimited weight football, okay?
Yep.
My son play on 9, he started out at 9U, 10U, 11U, 12U. That U is unlimited weight.
Yep. They have that in other states. Yes, they do.
That is crazy. See, they don't have nothing like that in Rockland. Unlimited weight.
Yogi and I was doing something. He was trying to get something.
I fuck with Yogi. Yogi's a good dude. Yogi's good people.
You know?
Shout out to Yogi, by the way.
Yo, Yogi the barber. That's
That's
my
the
brother.
barber right
yeah,
there.
he's a good dude.
That's the barber shop I used to go to by
Yeah,
the
Yogi
Nanuet,
good
by
people.
the mall over there when I was on the run and shit.
Yeah,
Shout out to Yogi.
Good dude.
You know, I'm gonna tell you, like, even with Spring Valley, like that league over there in Spring Valley, where I grew through, like, truth be told, like, they don't want people that really, like, when you go up in there.
Man, Mike,
know your
man,
stuff,
you gotta
they
realize too.
really-
You know what? We gotta stop doing comparing these kids to us. We grew up rough, man.
Yeah,
We grew up rough, nigga. You couldn't be no punk. You getting beat up as soon as you come outside. You want to cry, you cry. You get made fun of. All the, you know what
I
I
already
mean?
know,
Like,
I already
yo,
know.
yo, all
It was rough,
that
man.
shit, man. Like
was
that
rough.
shit was rough, man.
Huh?
You don't remember when you was a little one, you was little, and we used to make you and Mikey Dennison go at it. Like little fucking pit bulls playing killer carrier against each other. You remember Mikey Dennison?
Hell no, I remember that you and
Killer
Frank-
Carrier made
Frank
me who
Wilson
I was.
terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Killer
You
Carrier
niggas was
made
terrible.
me. Killer Carrier made me.
Killer Carrier's the best sport known
That
to
gave
man.
me all of this and all of that.
21 people against one man.
And
Yeah.
you want the ball. And you want the ball, though.
You don't even see that no more.
And you want the ball. I'm gonna fuck y'all niggas up.
Yeah, no pass. I hit people head on from that shit.
Fuck the game going on. We over here on the other field playing Killer Carrier.
Niggas
It's
don't
better.
got killer carriers. I don't even see people outside playing killer carrier. No, I used to tell my kids this, nigga. You can't fuck with me, nigga. I'm fucking officially
Hey, yo,
tough,
Mike.
nigga.
Mike.
You ain't gonna do what I did, nigga.
Mike,
Even if you better, you gotta really hurt me, my
one
nigga.
thing
That's
I'm gonna say
different.
though, and I always tell all of these niggas, man, they always want to put me in a category with this running back shit, and I tell them, yo, I'm not a running back. I'm a football player. It's a difference.
Yo, you know what though, Marcus? I used to get upset with Coach Woods because this nigga wouldn't let me play defense. Like all of a sudden, I turned quarterback. He done threw me in this. He wouldn't let me play defense no more.
You was the official quarterback.
But
nigga.
watch
You couldn't
this.
play that
But
shit.
watch this. Look how many of them niggas didn't want to play defense. Jeff Nichols.
Jeff Nichols never played defense.
He
and
played
was
safety
too-
1 year, but he
I
wanted to
never seen
run
him
the
play
ball.
defense.
He wanted the ball. Selfishness.
Play defense. I was like, yo,
Selfishness.
You said he didn't want to play too.
Oh, give me the ball.
Yo, I wanted to play defense. I wanted to play defensive end so bad, man. And they wouldn't let me play defense no more.
Yo, who was the other? What about Dudleyville? How do you feel about Dudley?
Dudleyville was good,
Dudley.
man. Bill was
Cause we talked about tight ends, and that's another position we argued about. Hold on, I just
Bill
want to.
Kivlahan,
I
I'm trying to
mentioned
tell you.
Dudley. I think
I'ma
Joey
say
Clay or
Bill-
Darius Clay
Bill-
is one of the conversations.
Bill Kivlahan.
Listen,
He said Bill Kellevan. I said Dudley was fast. He ran like a 4.5 or some shit.
listen, the dude Callahan from
Mm-hmm.
North Rockland. I didn't know he was a tight end, but I just know he had sure ass hands.
Mm-hmm.
But Deli was sure handed too, bro. Deli was my tight end.
But he was
Deli
soft.
You know what?
See that right there? Then you ain't want to say it because he was your man. See, I'm gonna say it. He was soft.
Listen, I'm not even gonna say Deli was soft. He was just a little awkward with all that size. Deli got big.
He was
feet,
big
you know
though.
what
He
I'm
was
saying?
so big. He had big feet. He was like a
Light
14.
his ass up. Which I told you what
Like, you
Sean
just
said,
expect
man.
more
This big
from a
nigga's a
big man
bitch.
like that, but Deli was. I'm not gonna
Yo, you know what's played by Rambo? They had pro size.
Yeah, he was big.
Him, Mike Miles, Jeff is a pro size running
Yeah,
back.
these niggas was huge.
Yo, listen.
Yeah, that's big. They big
I used to
now.
meet Barry. Barry used to just dumb whoever out he was playing against and meet me in the hole.
Barry
You know why I
battle.
got around him? Because I was just fast. I was like, I'm not letting this big brolic ass nigga hit me, so I used to shake him and go to the hole.
Marcus, listen, bro. You was shifty with them motherfuckers.
Was I?
Them feet is good. I told him he had good feet, man. He had good feet. One day I was in here romancing. He
Yo,
looked at me
I
like,
was
what?
getting them niggas the fuck away from me. I was a little nigga, Mike. You know that. I was little.
I told the nigga he had some good ass feet, man.
I was little.
He always seemed to take the hit where, like he'd take a hit and roll into yards, man. Like it was crazy. Like you'll get hit on the shoulder and roll into 4 yards. I'm like, yo, this nigga got in the back. Like, cause your feet was so shifty and quick. Yeah, you was something, bro.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he did that his whole life, man. So I want to give my boy his flowers, and that was part of me doing it. And to give you your flowers, it was you, him. That's pretty much why I did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I ain't gonna put my man Mike, man, got my man Mark out, and we gotta talk about it because there's a lot of people missing and a lot of people that didn't. You know what I'm saying? Put what people thought they should have been. They judging people, man, and you taking away
What happened on
whatever
the
they
field,
got.
and that's it.
Yeah, what happened on the field.
Worry about
is
what happened
all
on the
that
field,
matters,
and
man.
that's it.
That's why I wanted to do it. And since I know I came about slow, I was doing the Delver story, then I ended up getting Cav. I said, I can't stop here, man. Might as well just keep going, man. I'm trying to add more to my resume because I already feel like I'm going to blow up anyway. So it's like when it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm practicing right now.
Blow up because you original, you real, and you saying it in a way that anything that you ever that you saying on your show, I thought it. But you know what? A lot of things that I can't say because of certain reasons. Now I don't give a fuck about what these crackers think about me, and that's just what it is.
Yo,
you know,
Mike,
if they
mad
do
shit you
again-
done said already, I done said the same exact thing.
Because at this point in time, like
I've been
you
said
can't
fucking
come to them-
crackers.
You can't come to them no more and tell them, listen, man.
I've
this
been
is what
said
y'all
fucking
doing to
crackers.
us.
Could you imagine what I went through over here?
At this point in time, like you gonna
Tell
look
you,
at
shit,
me
let me
like,
give you
like
shit.
Muhammad
I
Ali
think we
said,
did
man.
it. I'm about to do it right now.
Muhammad Ali said one time, and he said, "Still a nigga, still
Always,
a nigga." And
always.
you know what? I don't care what they think about me. I ain't no nigga, yo. I'm a god. And at this
You
point,
tell
in
me
time,
I'm
like, it's no more-
family. You tell me I'm this. You tell me I'm that. You tell me I'm this. Whatever. I leave that school, running the hard times. I done been to prison twice. You think I ever got a fucking letter from any one of them?
Mike, did you get letters?
From who? I
Whenever you went to your journey, did you get letters?
From coaches and shit.
got letters from people, yeah.
Coaches?
Yeah, I got letters from no coaches and nobody like that. Like
See,
people
This is
got
what I'm
letters-
saying. Like, if you cared about me and somebody who went through something, yo, go get me.
People that said they cared
Come get
about
me.
you, how'd you deal
Come
with
get
that?
me.
I know it was hard for me when I started failing.
I dropped
When
out of
I
school.
started failing, I was like,
dropped
whoa.
out of school. You think Coach Cash
It was
came
a
and got
reality
me?
check.
Fuck, he care about me. Dropping out of school. I done did what I needed to do for him already. I done got this nigga 100 out of his 200 wins. I got 40 something of his fucking 200 wins, nigga. Fuck out of here.
I ain't gonna front when. Then tell me, talk about it.
I seen Casarelli one day. It was up that park up there. What's that park up there? What's that park up there in Haverstraw?
Bowline.
That new park. It's not new no more.
Bowline.
It's kind of new. Bowline. Yeah, I was up at Bowline, and he seen me, and I seen him, and I was kind of, a little bit taken aback, like Michael Miles. And I ain't like, I looked up and I knew who he was because after I seen him, he said, yo,
Everybody
he said,
know who he is. That's a
you
legend,
gave
man.
me fits when I played you. He said, you gave me fits. I say, wow.
That's it.
You know, it's something for this guy, man, who you look up to. Because truth be told, like when I went to college, Casarella was sending schools over to Ramapo for me, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like Casarella was like, yo, they got a guy over at Ramapo that you might want to check out. You know, and this is the time when Ramapo
That's
coaches
good
wasn't
shit,
doing
man.
shit.
Who the fuck would know that? My coach said I wasn't coachable. He might have been right, but I'm just saying. How the fuck you say that, nigga? What did you lose?
All right.
He went to jail right after.
All
He went to
so how
jail
about
before
this?
me.
So.
He did though. He went to jail right. He went to jail before the season was out.
Who was that, Rubeck?
Rubeck went to jail before the fucking whole shit was out. He told niggas I'm uncoachable. This nigga was in here robbing Macy's.
Mike is 2 years older than me.
Just for some highly dysfunctional moments for you, Coach Rubeck, if it wasn't for Coach Cav and the team, I would have whooped your ass because I felt like I was a part of that team. I put that team together. I was the one motivating us, telling everybody, let's get together. We was the one talking in the off-season, planning the championship run. We already knew what time it was. You just came to be the coach. I never liked you. If it wasn't for Coach Cav, when I was 16, 15 years old, I would have whooped your ass. And I'm sorry, being that Black Lives Matter, if I seen you today, I will whoop your motherfucking ass now, nigga. And shake your hand and hug you after we finish, motherfucker. Fuck you.
Yo, you a menace to society.
That's what he said, dude. It's some parole shit, but nigga.
Mike is 2 years older than me.
I couldn't believe that. I was sitting there like, oh shit.
Mike, you 2 years older than me.
But I believed the shit like, oh shit, you right, baby. I am uncoachable, my nigga. I fucking go out here and break my ass and I'm uncoachable, nigga. I'm the only one fucking like, nigga, we gonna win this game, nigga.
Yo, Mike is 2 years older than me.
Mike is older than you. He said
2
that.
years.
I didn't know that until till he said it.
All right. So
I thought he played
so now,
you out,
all
but I
right.
remember he wasn't part of that.
Mark was like a sophomore when we played that senior. He had 2 more years after that, right?
I was a
So
freshman.
you wasn't part of Maymay's team?
Yes.
That was your last year, Maymay
Watch
team?
this. Watch this. Mike.
Maymay was my running. Maymay
That-
was nice, yo.
he was.
Yo, Maymay was
Until he faced us.
He was until he faced the last 2 games. I think it was the last 2 or 3. He just kind of he ran backwards after that.
You know, hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you something else. When we played North Rockland, was Wiley hit me head to head in the first quarter. I had a
That's
concussion.
your boy.
So when we
That's your
came
boy,
out
that's
second
concussion.
half,
What's on? Lit his
That's
ass.
the big.
second half,
What's on? And when we going down? Yeah, that nigga lit his ass,
Yeah, get good.
ass up.
We putting him on the list.
Yes, he got to be defensive end.
came out the listen, North Rockland's line was never a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta think, man, we was out there just playing street football.
All right, but you couldn't have just took anybody back there and go run that. Now don't take that away from me.
All right, let me ask you something. The niggas that they had around you, John Simmons,
He wasn't there at that time. I was in 9th grade, my nigga.
I know that, but as a
These
90s
niggas
team,
is 4
do they get honorable mention?
No,
do they
they
go
don't get shit.
at a wing back?
Nothing.
John Simmons, you don't get a wing back?
Hell, he wouldn't
He
have
got
played.
pitches.
Come on.
They used to pitch in the ball. He was there after you left, I think, wasn't he?
And what they do? Exactly. That's that.
But one more question, Mike, because this shit gonna die. I got.
Marcus something. I'm gonna ask Marcus something.
What's
I
good, bro?
ask him because this shit about to die. Any minute, guy.
You went to Spring Valley. You went to North Rockland. You started as a freshman.
Yes.
You think you would have started as a freshman at Ramapo?
We couldn't have because it was 10th, 11th, and 12th. Over here is 9th, 10th, and 9th grade is the high school over here.
Nah, Sledge was in 9th grade on Ramapo.
They was moving.
Yes.
They was moving people up.
No,
Patrick and Perry up.
no, I wouldn't know. No, I wouldn't know.
Well, who would have started over you, bro?
I don't know, but
You just
I
had Jeff.
nah.
There's no other running back that was better than you but Jeff.
Exactly. So
I didn't even say better.
so why
I'm just
move me
saying
up?
pure running back.
So why move me up?
They moved Patrick and Perry up.
Jeff was there. Why move me up?
Why move Patrick and Perry up?
If I'm not gonna play,
Them niggas-
they're gonna keep me on
Those my
JV, and then
boys.
my 10th grade
They
year I
never
would have
panned
came
out.
up.
They never panned out, my nigga. I just gotta say. They was supposed to be big.
Yo, listen, after us.
Sledge gets honorable mention because he was a criminal and he never made it, but we know what you could have been, brother. Sledge, shout out to Sledge.
I didn't have the size, man. I was a little nigga, man. I was 150 fucking pounds.
That shit don't matter running that rock, though.
Yes, it does.
It matters.
It does,
But if
man.
you nice, you nice, man.
All right, but now when you got niggas,
I still
niggas is
think Kevin
grown.
Blair could have ran the ball.
Barry and these niggas is 18, 19 years old. That's a big difference in life.
I'm not saying it ain't hard, nigga, but if you was nice, you nice.
I
That ain't gonna
was.
change. Mike was the nice.
I was. I'm not
since
gonna
a
say I
kid, nigga.
wasn't.
There's some people
But it was
that wasn't nice and
timing,
got nice, but whoever was nice stayed nice.
Timing played a major role in that.
All you had was Jeff. You just had to get. Y'all would have switched off and on. That's what I think.
No.
Or they would have put you at. Y'all would have switched back
Cornerback
and
or
forth.
some shit,
No,
yeah.
you'd been two. Perry couldn't start over you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You think Perry Mosey was better than you at running the ball?
Mm-mm. At that time, he would have started over me. I was a little nigga, man.
Different type of runners, though. Different type
He
of
was straight.
He runs
what
straight.
about Mark? What about Mark?
He runs straight.
He was Perry Mosey replacement.
They killed Perry in that
Mark,
game. That
Mark.
nigga, they knocked that nigga Perry out.
Is it Mark Scott? 21. That wasn't Mark Scott. He was
Yep,
fast.
Mark Scott.
Haitian nigga.
Mark Scott.
Where does he go?
Yeah, Mark is another kid that might have went somewhere else and been something, you know what I'm saying?
He played hard.
Grandpa.
Perry was ill. And without Jeff, would take Jeff off that team, Perry is that nigga.
Yeah, I agree with you. Perry's there.
Listen, absolute fact. Absolute fact. If you take Jeff off that team, there was a different style of running. But Jeff, when Perry hit a fucking hole, he hit a hole.
Hard.
All right, let me ask you something, Mike.
And they knocked him out.
Linemen and defenders. Help me with some calm. We got Tyrone. At receivers, you got Dudley. We already got his. We gonna have Dudley and his man at tight end.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna mention some
Don't
defenses
mention Dudley, right?
that I really
Rasan was a defensive and running
No,
back.
that's defense. We got
Oh,
that.
Bill Kivlahan. He got to go
Bill
there.
Kivlahan. Bill
He has to
Kivlahan
go
is
there.
Dudley. Go put Dudley in the backup position.
You had
The linemen, though. Linemen, I want to get right. Because linemen go unnoticed. There was some. This nigga told me Philip Leon. I just didn't think.
because Phil Leon wasn't really no lineman.
He played fullback.
No, he said at fullback. I was going to put Patrick John. Who
And
else
an
did
ill
you
one
put
too,
at
though. Mike, am I lying?
Who the fuck was Jeff fullback?
Phil was ill.
He was, but he didn't do nothing.
Litch was, and Phil was the next one. Nigga, I'm trying to tell you.
Phil can't go with Mike Mayhew though, man. Mike Mayhew played with me and he ran for 800 yards. but
Mike
he-
Mayhew wouldn't have played on these teams.
He wouldn't have, but he
See
still
what I mean?
ran
So you
for-
can't put him there.
But he still ran for 800 yards. He started
See
over
what I
me.
mean? Against who?
Because I didn't come to double
Against
sessions.
who,
They
though?
started nigga over
He
me.
wouldn't have played on our team. I told niggas Ray Rice wouldn't have started nowhere on my team. And he went to the NFL. I beat the shit out of Keith every year. This nigga went to the league and was a 10-year fucking all
You
crazy.
got Keith in that
See what I'm
free
saying?
safety. One time before you leave, because you're about to cut off, and I got what do the defense do you know anything about that Spring Valley 90s team? That's the only thing I got to get together. I don't want to miss them. We got Rampart. No, Frank, we got all the
Was it
greats.
the 90s, Mike Joe?
You had Mike Joseph over there.
But he can't run the ball. We got to go on defense.
I don't know if he played defense. I don't know.
Linebacker.
I don't
He
think
might have
that
been
he
all
was.
everything at linebacker.
We got George Poche. We got We got Fred.
Nah, they older, man. They old.
They not in the 90s. Fred and them niggas is
them
not
niggas
90s.
in the 80s, man.
So who?
It was just at the end. They must have been 89 because I got there 90, 91,
See?
90.
On Spring Valley, who was quarterback over there?
Adrian.
Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian was talented, but we can't put him at quarterback.
At nothing.
Because
You can't put him at
nothing.
nothing.
He should have been running the ball or something. But he gets there because he was just an athletic.
He was a
motherfucker.
football player.
He was a football player, but he wasn't no quarterback. I told you they had Greg King there. He used to just get the ball and run around the
Yo,
end. I was
Mike, tell me Greg wasn't one of the illest. Greg wasn't one of the illest pop water quarterbacks ever. King, number 14. The fake to the running backs, to Reggie Davenport and all of them, and he'd go wing and do that bootleg and run crazy by himself.
His brother was a star behind the nigga. I made him play football in Cacac. We won the championship.
Yo, and watch
Never
this.
played again.
Watch this, Mike. Now I told him, you
I made his brother play
you
ball.
take crack away from everything. AJ is your starting tailback.
He said, you take life away, AJ's the running back. AJ was nice, nigga.
Number 40?
He was nice, yo. AJ was nice, yo. Listen, here's the thing, King. Like, I can't take away from nobody that he's saving because this was just a talent heavy area. Talk about Greg King.
Nigga, John Higgins. Remember Justin? John Higgins? Eric Griffin? These niggas was in growing up.
Alex Lanier was one of the most illest, and he was bigger than a toothpick.
Did he play in the 90s, though? What did he play?
He didn't play nothing. That nigga played basketball in the park with Bay.
Bay, yeah, Bay. Remember Bay? I see Bay on Facebook. Shout out to Bay, man. Alex Lanier, shout out. I think all of the days was that whole crew was kind of nice as something. They all was athletic street motherfuckers, basketball. That's Adrian. That's that whole branch and all them niggas. Yeah, them niggas, Kenny and all them niggas. All right, so are we missing anybody from the 90s, man? I got to talk to the Graham guys. You said Roger Graham played linebacker, and I'm just like, I don't know if I can put him in that linebacker, though.
He didn't even play running back on his own team.
Roger Graham didn't really show out until he got to college, though.
Told you.
He got to
I told
college.
you. He wasn't shit in high school, right?
Running back.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
He play over them niggas. Them
I
niggas
don't
was
think it was
ill.
too much. I don't think he was that memorable.
He wasn't.
Spring Valley at linebacker.
He wasn't.
Running backs over there it wasn't really him that much. Right?
It wasn't. But it's like, where do we put him at? You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't say that. They said the same thing. But I'm thinking like,
them teams.
Graham, he got a bunch of brothers. They was on
Patrick John.
defense.
It was Patrick John. That was his team. Patrick John ran that whole little era.
All right. What about you, Nathan, Marco, Leon?
Nothing. They was all right, but them niggas wasn't shit.
Marco might have to get an athlete on there because I seen this dude do some stuff.
Yeah.
He was freaky. He had a freaky style.
Safety and all of that. But guess what he did? Lost.
All right. So Winifred is before the 90s. Winifred wasn't on the 90s.
Mike, they lost to either me or you. None of these niggas beat us growing up. None of them.
Yeah, Winifred was on the 90s team, but Winifred was a quarterback.
He on the 90?
He was on the 90s team.
No.
No, not 90s. Not
Nope.
90s, part of South.
Nope.
89.
89.
Yeah, Winifred
Yep.
was before us.
All right, we ain't gotta talk about that, man, because that'd be hurtful. I gotta mention them niggas. That'd be hard.
And they're not even, they're not on
No,
the
they
in
are
the 90s.
athletes, but they are athletes, man.
Yes, we grew up watching
We
them.
grew up watching them, but we don't know. I don't know how they. So we got Keith Bullock as free safety.
Yo, Mike.
Yeah, man, my liver's a little swollen, man. Got punched in the face, man. Highly dysfunctional, man. So we 40 now, man, and I cherish the history. I cherish the battles. Patrick Perry, Gene, you know what I'm saying? We just put, shout out to him. I grew up with those guys playing football, man. They all had momentum, man. Sometimes it was the wrong coaches. Sometimes you just didn't have the right team, man. But shout out to Wiki. Shout out to Daron Royster. Shout out to Sean. I threw him on touchdown too. Sean. Shout out to Sean. He ran 4.3 speed. He would have been my receiver, but I don't think he had enough time, man. Shout out to my homie, man, Wes, man, my rival, man. He out in Haiti, man. My heart is with you. I feel for you. Hopefully I get him on his phone in a few minutes. Who else, man? Let's beat Mike Abraham. He was a big help in that victory and all, and that's the only championship, Spring Valley, man. I wish I could tell you the story, but I got to clear with everybody else. The drinking, the girls, the fun. You know what I'm saying? We had teachers walking around with the RNS on. RNS stands for real nigga shit. And they were screaming and shit in the stands, man. It was beautiful, man. I never had so much camaraderie and so much love in my life, man. It was very, very positive thing, man. But I stand by that. Coach Rubeck was a very, very horrible coach to me, man. He pushed me in a lot of ways. He let me rock a lot of times. But he didn't give me no credit, and he didn't try to give me no accomplishment. The only time he gave me credit is when he couldn't take it from me. And everything else he tried to. I remember I was a junior. He took one of my awards and gave it to Patrick Paisley because he was a senior. Shout out to Patrick Paisley. This is a real story. I'm not trying to be disrespectful with him. He's a good player. He was a hard worker, and he deserved it in a lot of other ways. He just didn't deserve to win my award. Kendall Oxley, man, we already know where he could have been. Big 200-pounder, running 250. You know what I'm saying? 250, running 4.5. Like, come on, get a grip with yourself. You know what I'm saying? I talk about Atiba too, man. Atiba's my arch enemy too, man, as far as sports. But, I won that battle. And I ain't got nothing against him. I want him to get his flowers too. He was great, man. He had that good year while we wasn't there. He was great, man. But running back is a difficult position, and, a lot of people play that position. So every year another record is getting broken. know what I'm saying? So we talking about all this shit. Hopefully I can get Marquise on the line as soon as I finish this interview. And we just talking about everything RNS, man. I remember before RNS football camp started, niggas kicked me off the team because I failed classes, man. The school went back, fixed that, got me to football camp within a weekend, and I was back on the football team. You know what Coach Ruback did? Went and told the team how I didn't take care of business and yada, 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 yada. So, on the record, I say today, peace and love, Coach Ruback, but fuck you, and I want this part of the interview. This is highly dysfunctional. I'm not talking about nobody else but me. Coach Ruback, from the bottom of my heart, suck my dick. You piece of shit, motherfucker. Anyway, big shout out to our team, Mark Paisley. Pouchon was a heavy hit on our team, even though when we played our last game we lost, he totally disappeared. Rashad, big staple, had a great year, totally disappeared in our last game. I'm not trying to dish y'all, but this is the RNS movie. Ronaldo, that's my boy, man, and that's what Jay Montanez was saying. We all played varsity together, man, and that was the staple of the team, man. And too bad, you know, Ruback wouldn't honor my part of it, even though I'm going to honor it myself, just like I did back then. When you try to keep me on the sideline, try to tell people I wasn't the captain, I went out there anyway. Because you always been a bitch and you know it. And I want all this in the video to whoever's editing these videos. Straight cheese. Andrew Dub, we played on the RNL champion team. He played defense end. And he came with a lot of energy, man. And so Billy Prince, man, we used to smoke weed at my mom's house together. Yo, fellas, tell me, I'm going to tell y'all one story to help y'all out.